Hey, what's going on, guys? Dr. Sean J. Harris here, Generational Wealth Academy. Happy Sunday morning to everybody. Saturday number 1. I want to share with you a childhood story, and I'm going to give you the backstory of how I got my nickname. My childhood nickname. No one calls me this anymore, but my nickname as a little kid was Booger. I got that from my grandmother. We called her Nanny. Nanny always called me Booger because she said I was a little bad little boy, but more importantly, she said I was mean. And it's funny, you see, I can't stop laughing because it brings back so many memories. But Nanny would always call me Booger, and she said, "You just so mean." And as I grew older, I realized, and I know now as an adult, it's like, dude, I wasn't really mean. It's just that I was bossy. I was a bossy little baby and a bossy little kid. But when I was thinking in retrospect, I was like, Nanny called me Booger and said that I was mean because of being bossy. But here's the deal. When we think of a boss at our job, what do we tend to think of? Mean. So oftentimes people use the wrong words in the wrong context, and we just kind of gravitate around that one meaning and think that that's the end all to be all for that character, that person. But I was always a bossy kid, and I must admit I'm still a bossy kid now. I remember, and I was pull back a curtain and share some transparency with you guys too. In my previous marriage, we went to marriage counseling, and I remember my ex-wife had said that I was a controlling person. Went to the counselor, and we were speaking with the counselor and everything, and the counselor said, "You know what? It doesn't appear that Sean is controlling. It just appears that he's in control." And man, that hit like a ton of bricks, because the counselor stated that there's a difference between being controlling and in control. And again, that kind of goes back to my, I guess you can call it a bossy personality, is that I always like structure. I always like things to be well thought out, meticulous in the process, instead of just kind of going at a whim and just wake up and see what happens today. So that led me to believe that it just goes back to childhood traits of being the bossy kid. I wasn't never a mean kid. I never stuck my tongue out and na at other kids. I never bullied anybody, never tripped kids up and thought it was funny or anything like that. That's what I think of when I think of mean. But it was just that I always knew what I wanted as a kid. I still know what I want as an adult. And a lot of times people perceive having your life in control or being quote unquote bossy is being mean, and it's really not. It's just a characteristic trait that reflects the determination that one may have as far as the direction in which they're taking. So that may make me kind of think about eagles and chickens. Eagles and chickens are both birds. They both have wings. They can both fly to an extent anyway. But here's the deal. Eagles and chickens can never be friends. Why do I say that? Because eagles soar high, and a chicken can never hang with an eagle at the heights in which an eagle soars. But at the same time, the eagle can't stay on the ground and expect to live when it's designed to soar. So the eagle and the chicken can never ever really truly be friends. It's not that they don't like each other. It's not that they don't get along when they're in the same environment, but they can't coexist in each other's optimal environment to succeed. So, that made me think about something else totally different, which was balance. Many times people feel that they have to be balanced in life. But here's one thing I realized. Anything that's balanced on a scale, once it's balanced, there's no longer any movement. When you don't have movement, you automatically have death, because there's no growth taking place. There's no movement taking place. Think of people like Tiger Woods, Serena Williams, Michael Jordan, anybody who has excelled exceptionally well in that particular space. They had to be balanced. Serena and Venus, they balanced with Sir Richard in playing tennis. They may not have played jump rope and hopscotch and all these other things. They focused on tennis. I remember reading about Tiger Woods' dad, Earl Woods. Earl said he would jiggle keys right before Tiger was about to putt, just to try to distract him, to keep him focused when it's time to putt. So he can make all the noise in the world, but Tiger would stay focused. LeBron, Michael Jordan, same thing. Kobe, coming in the arena after hours, staying late, coming early, and that was their focus. So their whole life may have been out of balance to the average person, because it's like, man, you're spending 80% of the time on the court. You're spending 80% of the time in the boxing ring as Mike Tyson. But that's the thing. You focus on what you're good at. Otherwise, you'll wear yourself thin trying to be balanced, trying to spread yourself out. I got to be great at this. I got to be great at this. I got to be great at this. Listen, one thing I truly disagree with in society standards, and particularly in the school system, when they always taught you to work on your weaknesses. I think that's the biggest thing you can do to hurt yourself. Don't waste time on weaknesses. Put all of your energy into your strengths, because your strengths can get better. I don't want to be in a position where I have a lot of mediocre weaknesses that I've started improving over the years. It's going to be all for naught. Focus on your strengths. So once you position yourself to become successful, you can become balanced after you become great. That's the biggest takeaway I can give you. Don't focus on trying to please every area of your life. Now, that's not to say to neglect areas of your life, but whatever that skill set is, whatever that talent, that ability, the gifting that you have, focus that energy there. Okay? The other things, they'll fix themselves. So again, once you become great, then you can become balanced. Then you can spread yourself a little bit more thin. Now you can start enjoying things here, because you've won at what it was that's probably going to be yielding you a financial gain. So once you've become the star athlete, become the star business entrepreneur, become the star biochemist, whatever it is, once you have attained that, now you can start so-called balancing yourself out throughout life. So anybody who's done anything great have spent the majority of their time unbalanced. So always remember, when you're balanced, you're going to be broke. And not just financially broke, you're going to be broken in every area of your life. Your relationships will be broken. Spiritually, you may even be broken. Financially, you'll definitely be broken. So you got to just focus, put all that energy into that one area that you're good at, your gifting. Sean, what is my gifting? Your gifting is what comes incredibly easy to you, but hard for most. That's your gifting. So don't confuse yourself with, I have to go after my passion. Because many of you heard me tell you that my passion is fishing. I thoroughly enjoy fishing. However, at my level, my skill set of fishing, I would go hungry. Okay? There's not going to be money in my skill set of fishing, but it's a passion of mine. I enjoy fishing. But I focused on my gifting. My gifting is what now funds my passions. So now I can go deep sea fishing anywhere in the world whenever I want to, because I focused on the skill set that created wealth. All right, guys, I am Dr. Sean J. Harris. Make impact and make money while you're doing it.